Since my MBA days, I've been fascinated with where businesses go wrong. But even more interesting, how do you turn a sinking ship around? Lately, the Pick n Pay story makes for an interesting case study. And what makes it even more fascinating, well, for me at least, is the fact that Boxer, which Pick n Pay owns, and which is a big part of the rescue story for Pick n Pay, was founded by my second cousin, Tom Smith. He started Boxer in the town in KwaZulu-Natal called Ipangeni. And the name of Boxer originally was KwaZulu Cash and Carry. So cousin Tom eventually sold a chain of 36 stores to Pick n Pay, and today Boxer is valued at 30 billion rand. So what went wrong at Pick n Pay? In 2024, the group declared a 3.2 billion rand loss. In the same year, the same country, the same load shedding, the same inflation, Shoprite made 5.9 billion rand profit. So what went wrong? And more importantly, what can we learn from the Pick n Pay story? So there are many things which probably is worth mentioning, such as market positioning, knowing your customer, not being first with the whole 60-60 strategy. But what stands out is the story of money management, or rather, I should say, debt management. I recently paged through Raymond Ackerman's book, and there he says, all gearing is fraught with hazard. So gearing is debt what businesses take on to grow a business. Ackerman even goes further by saying that he himself is has a personal aversion against debt. But he concludes that borrowing can be necessary, even prudent at times. End quote. So when it comes to debt, he was very conservative because Ackerman knew that debt could break a business. The Raymond Ackerman money approach. First of all, have a strong hand on debt. In the second place, make sure you have a large cash reserve. Sounds a lot like Bill Gates. The Bill Gates money approach is exactly the same. When he started with Microsoft, he believed that there must be enough cash in reserve to keep Microsoft running for a full year without any income. So why is Bill Gates and Ackerman so anxious about money management and debt management? The answer is simple. Not because they expect that the worst will happen, but rather they refuse to be vulnerable. Pick n Pay broke because the new generation broke the money management rule. They expanded aggressively. They took on debt, stretched themselves too thin on too many formats. And when the pressure came, there was nothing left to absorb the blow. Ackerman ran a tight business, but somewhere the new generation went off the tracks that was built for them. Very importantly for you as a person in your personal finance, the same should be true. Make yourself financially unbreakable. Stay away from debt and have a cash reserve. Remember this, if you cannot afford to buy food, you cannot invest. If you are drowning in debt, you can't build wealth. As simple as that. In order to build wealth, your first job before anything else is to make yourself financially unbreakable. Pay your debt, build the reserves, create a strong foundation. Everything comes after that. Maybe Pick n Pay in the end didn't lose to Shoprite, but Pick n Pay lost to Pick n Pay. Our biggest competitor is never the company across the street or the markets. It is usually your own decisions your own drift, your own erosions of the things that once made you great, your own behavior under pressure. Be unbreakable, manage the debt, build the money reserves, invest. And when you get that right, then you can apply your money in accordance with who you are and who you want to serve and what investment you think is the best option and so forth. Understand your principles and live by those principles. Make it your culture. Let it shape you. And then eventually you will come out tops. Happy investing.